Hey guys, welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod and welcome to the 30 days of automation testing. Guys, in this video, we are going to discuss about the how to deal with stale element reference exception in Selenium. Guys, this is one of the important exception in Selenium and most of the time means I have taken interviews like more than 200 plus interviews and people are still confused about it. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step what is it and how to handle it properly using the code, right? If you're excited, let me know and let's get started. Right. All right. So before we start, guys, just wanted to let you know that okay, if so I have done a 30 days API testing challenge, and if you're interested, I will recommend you to go to apitesting.co/30 days. This is one of the challenge that has changed my life, especially because I have learned API testing from that challenge. I'll recommend you to go through the challenge. This challenge can definitely help you to getting start with your API testing journey, right? If you are following my 30 days automation testing task, I'll recommend you to go to this link. There are like a couple of tasks, 30 days tasks basically that are there that you can use it. Basically, this is the actually this series, this video is a part of that automation challenge. Okay. Also, watch out my top 10 Selenium exception because this is the one exception from the top 10 list. These top 10 Selenium exceptions, you should know about it as QA because these exceptions people are gonna ask you about in interviews as well as whenever you are creating your own automation scripts, right? You need to handle those exceptions properly, right? So let's get started about the stale element exception, right? So first of all, let's see what is actually the stale element reference exception, right? Stale basically means that decay or old or it's not a fresh basically, right? So it basically means that element is no longer available in DOM or probably it was available, it now it is not available due to some because you have changed the URL, you have basically navigated to a different page, something happens, right? And now the Selenium is not able to find the web element that you are searching. So it will basically tell you that okay, the element. So it will basically throw the exception which is called as stale element reference exception, right? If you try to access this element, it will basically give you this kind of exception, right? Now, what you need to do is that you need to handle those exceptions because if you don't handle it, your automation script will fail and it can become a flaky if you are creating a huge automation suite, right? And it can be a very big problem for you. Let me give you an example, right? Let me tell you about from my experience. Means we have experienced a lot, and we means when we were creating our automation framework, right? We are not handling the exceptions in that case, and this is one of the exceptions which was creating a lots of problem because we were keep on navigating from here to there, right? From back and forth, basically doing lots of driver.navigate commands, right? Now, and we are trying to access the elements which are no longer available in the DOM, and that's why it was basically giving us the Selenium was giving us lots of exception related to stale element reference exception. So what we did is that how we handled in the below we're gonna see how we handled. But this is one of the exceptions that you should know as a QA. I will recommend you, highly recommend you to understand the concept that is going. That is basically that I'm discussing here, right? So what are the basic cause of this exception, right? So the first one is very simple one. Element is no longer attached to the DOM. DOM is basically your document object model or the page that you are trying to access. It is not attached to it. Somehow, probably some XHR request or somehow you are just going here and there. The element is not, the Selenium was not able to find it. It will throw this exception for you or probably element has been deleted entirely. It can be a situation, right? So that's these are like two cases, right? So let's quickly come to the how we can handle this, right? So what you can do is that first of all, which is the easiest one of the method is basically you just need to do a refresh. So how you can do the refresh? You can do you use the typical browser command of Selenium, like basically browser.refresh, something like this, because every language has a different syntax of it, or you can use JavaScript executor to refresh it, right? Another great method is basically retry, and this is what we have implemented, and it gives very good results. Uh, what before trying out, I will recommend if you can add certain expected condition for visibility, right? If you don't know what is expected condition or WebDriver weight and all, I'll recommend you to watch the tutorials. I have basically explained weights in Selenium, right? I'll recommend you to watch that video. So what you can do, let me show you this demo. So basically what, if you, wait, give me 1 second, yeah. So in the previous video, if you have seen that we have basically used a particular, we have learned about the Apache POI library, basically working with Excel files, right? Read, write of Excel files, right? So what you can do, for example, this is the username that I wanted to put the username in this, right? I want to send the keys. So what I can do is that I can add a for loop, which will basically retry, and I have added a try catch in that case. So it will basically four or five times it will run this for loop. If it is able to send the keys, that is fine. If it keep on trying for five times and after that it will throw the exception that okay, it is not able to find, right? So but a retry logics definitely helps to basically overcome the stale reference exception, right? So that's one of the way you can do it. Don't worry about the source code. It is already available. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it is already available, and I can show you in the basically it is already available. I'm gonna put the description link in the description, right? So that's how that's like two ways where how you can handle those exceptions, right? I hope you have learned something new in this video, and that's all about this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.